This is Valentine, and this is our iHeartRadio album release party for In the Meantime. Let's do this. Let's take some questions for the fans. They've been watching. They're excited. They're ready to do this. Let's go to Pablo for the first question. Pablo, you're up with Alessia Cara.
Hi, Alessia.
Hi.
Well, I have a bunch of questions, but one question I thought of was if you had any other album titles before deciding on In the Meantime.
Mm-hmm. I did have a couple actually. There were different versions. I had one that was I was gonna call it Swing of Things because I had this other song that didn't end up making the album where I say like I'm back in the swing of things or something, and I liked the way that sounded. So maybe I'll save that for another album one day. But then that song didn't end up making the album, and then I wrote Best Days, and I was like, this just kind of encapsulates everything that I meant to say. So that's why I went with In the Meantime. But yeah, it was pretty early on though. I will say it came to me pretty smoothly after that, shortly after. So yeah.
Amber, you're up next. Go ahead.
Hi, Alessia. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I saw you on tour a few times, and you're always amazing, and your videos bring me so much joy. Like, I don't know if Liv's here, like your croissant tour of LA was like so funny. I loved it so much. And I show my friends all of your maid of honor skit. That's like my favorite skit ever.
That's so sweet. Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so sweet. Thank you.
My question is, which song for you was the most fun to write / produce / record?
Thanks for your question. First of all, thanks for being so nice. That's awesome that you know all that stuff. I feel like you're the only person that probably finds them funny, but I appreciate it very much.
I love your humor so much.
Thank you. That's really sweet. So I guess the most fun one to record or write, I mean, they were all honestly so much fun. I was just excited to like be back in the studio, to be honest. But Apartment Song for some reason was really fun to write. That's the last song on the album, and I guess because I was in a really happy mood that day, and I was writing with Joe Little, who I really really love. He did a lot of stuff with Lorde, and I'm such a Lorde fan, so that was really cool to work with him. But we, it was mid-pandemic, so we did everything remotely via email back and forth, and I'd never really written like that before, so it was really cool to do that and to like rely on myself. And I recorded myself. All the vocals that you hear are like just this really crappy mic I had in my apartment. So it was like just a really cool, weird, fun process to go through when I was making that song. And I was like really happy that day for once. So it was cool.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amber. Has Lorde heard your impression of her, by the way? Has she gone through that with you?
No, I don't think she has. I forget from who. Someone told me that she's heard it and said that it was funny, but she's never told me personally. So I don't know. I'm very scared to face her about it. I don't want her to know about it.
Oh, stop. It's so good. It's so good. Who's reached out to you in that world, by the way, for like, because you're really good as an impressionist. Who's reached out and said, oh, you nailed me?
Well, I recently did a Kourtney Kardashian one on Fallon, and she didn't reach out, but Khloe Kardashian posted it and said that it was hilarious. And I was like, oh my God, I did not think they would ever see it. I was so like partly embarrassed, but partly so like shocked and excited that she saw it. So I'm sure she sent it to Kourtney, I hope. And hopefully they gave the stamp of approval, but it was super funny to see that Khloe, approved of it and thought it was funny.
Do you have a snippet of it in you right now? Do you still have a snip of that impression?
Sure. Yes. So the key to Kourtney is the way that she says her R's. They're very different. So I'm really happy to be here with iHeart. Her cadence is like this. And yeah.
I love it. I'm going to swipe up and buy the product, whatever it is. Don't worry, I'm doing it. I love it.
Thank you. Yes, I'll sell. That was her promoting my album.
Yeah, exactly right.
People will listen to it if Kourtney says it.
Let's do some more questions from the fans. Devon, you're up. Go right ahead.
Hi, Alessia.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Just really quick, I wanted to say congrats on the album, but also thank you so much for this album. I feel like I've watched you grow and progress so much over the past 6 years since the Here Starts You Beautiful Day. So I just wanted to say congrats again. Speaking of Lie to Me, I just wanted to know, is there going to be another single after Best Days? And if so, is Lie to Me a contender? Because that's like probably my favorite.
Thank you so much. Well, I could see you singing it, so that's good to know. Man, I hope so. I really do like that song. It's funny because the first original version of it, like I was not into it. I was like, I don't know, like I like the words, but the production just didn't feel like me. And then it took on a couple different forms, and now I love it. And when we were, thinking about like the first single, I had my hand up for Lie to Me for a second. I was like, this could be it. But there's a bunch of cooks in the kitchen. The label was like, we think this. And I felt like as a first thing, it would only make sense for Sweet Dream and Shapeshifter because of, the whole duality thing. And, it made more sense to do that. But down the line, I mean, who knows? I would love to put that one out next or eventually. I don't know how many singles I'll be lucky enough to get, but I'll keep your name in mind for the, what's it called? For the poll. Thank you.
Thanks, Devon. Appreciate that. Melissa, go right ahead. You're up next.
Alessia, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm so nervous, sorry. But
No.
I'm so really proud of you. This album is really my favorite, of course. And I'm so happy and proud. It really meant many feelings. And my question is, if I could sing a song from In the Meantime for Alessia from the past, what would it be?
If I could sing any song from In the Meantime to Alessia from the past, I would say maybe Apartment Song, because that song is about joy and happiness. And I would just want to show old Alessia that, that she'll be okay, and that she'll have her own apartment one day and she'll, live in the city and have a good life. So I'd probably play her that one. I wouldn't play her any of the sad songs because then I would be like, oh my God, what's my future going to be? So I'll play her a happy one so she knows, or that I know, that it'll be okay.
And from the last, I'm Brazilian and I cannot wait to receive you here.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to Brazil. It's my dream. I've been dying to go there for so long. So hopefully, fingers crossed, next year, I'm dying to go. I can't wait to see you guys in person.
Thank you. I love you so much.
Thank you. Love you too. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Melissa. So Melissa talked about singing to Alessia from the past. Could you sing one of your songs to Alessia in the future? What would you sing to her?
Great question. These are all great questions, you guys. I would say maybe I'd play Future Me, one of the sad ones. So that way I would know, that I'm not in that place anymore.
Right.
Hopefully I won't be in that place anymore in the future. So I could play one of the sad ones to remind myself like, hey, look where you've been. Now look how far you've come, and just as a reminder to focus on not getting there again, to keep taking care of myself so that I don't get there again,
And we have one last fan question. This is Mari. Hi, Mari. What's your question?
Hi, Alessia. My question is, I was listening to You Let Me Down, and a part of the song remind me of October. Can you say if the song said something in common?
That's a great point. It's funny. I feel like they do definitely sound pretty similar. I love that genre of music. I love those like songs that feel very alternative or like kind of rock-ish. And so those songs are definitely, they definitely sound alike. I feel like Let Me Down is like October's sister or cousin or something. They're about different things. They're about like different relationships, different scenarios, but they definitely feel like they're in the same world. I would love to do a whole album like that, that has those like drums that feel like they're kind of like you're driving in a car or something.
Thank you. I love you so much. Please come to Brazil.
Thank you. I would love to. I would love to.
Thanks, Mari. Speaking of drums, you opened the album playing drums yourself on the intro there. How good are you? Because it sounded pretty good to me.
Oh, thank you. Man, I don't know if I'm very good, but again, John Levine, he's responsible for a lot of things on this album, but he was like, I think you should play the drums on this. And I was like, I'm not very good at them, but he knows how much I love to play them. So he just like let me play them. And it worked out pretty well, to be honest. I'm pretty surprised with how they sounded. But yeah, it was me for the first time playing on recording. I've played in the past like for fun, but I don't think I'm very good. I think I'm like, okay.
Do you have, so if you like the drums, you like doing that, do you have other instruments that you haven't dabbled in that you might want to dabble in the future?
I would love to learn how to play bass as well.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. And I love bass in like the bass line in songs is always really important to me. I feel like they're so crucial and cool. And I feel like I would just be 10 times cooler if I could play the bass.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.